you can see, we have a little mix of stuff right here right now, but it will all make sense. But it's a little bit of a challenge and a little bit of other stuff. The challenge will save. I couldn't do this a video on the challenge, so I did a little bit of everything. So we will get into it all. Some of it, it's just stuff I picked up throughout the week. The challenge was picked up actually today, and I'll explain what the challenge is and how I'm going to do so. And of course, I'll do a follow-up video telling you guys how the challenge went. But before we get into all that, over here, over there, over here, you know what I mean. And get your free subscription so you can get all this cool pickups and EDC stuff. I mean, come on, how could you miss out on that? We have some great stuff still coming out. You can't miss out. You subscribe, you don't miss. It's free. Our free subscription. So, now, this is just a little something. I had this in the car, in the cup holder. I had to think about that for a minute there. Anyway, it is empty, but you could peel this off, and you have a clear container. You could put other stuff, pens, whatever in there, or you could just leave it in your car. You could refill it with gum that is not in a container like this. It is recyclable, as you can see there. But reuse. EDC stuff, you can reuse containers like this for a lot of different things. So don't forget to try to reuse stuff like that. Now, this is just stuff I picked up at Dollar Tree. And yes, Dollar Tree is going back to $1. So this is one of those cutting pads. It's not a huge one. It is pretty thick. It's got a little bendy there. They were all like that, so I couldn't do any better than this. But as you can see, it's just a cutting pad so you can cut stuff on. And when you're doing stuff like paracord things and stuff like that, of course, sometimes you have to cut stuff. When you're making things, you have to cut. And it's a little pad. We do have a bigger one. We have one for some of our other craft stuff upstairs, but this is just a little pad I could put on my desk and take it out and cut up something real quick. It does have the measurements up to 8 inches on the length and 6 over here, and you do have your triangle. So, and it does have a hole graph on there as things fall on the side here, because I banged on the desk a little bit, you know. So this I just picked up just for that factor. I haven't cut anything on here yet, but like I said, I'll do a follow-up video and speak about this stuff, especially the little testing over, well, not testing, but you know, the little challenge, if you will. Now, before, I got this at Dollar Tree. It's a small paracord wind-up thing. It's $1. I added the razor on here, so while you're doing your paracord, you can just slice your paracord, and you don't have to. It's just a screw and a bolt through there. You can just put your paracord through there and slice it. I don't want to slice it right now because, you know, I don't have a use for it, and I don't want to take off such a little piece, but I just stuck it right there, fit there nicely. I'm going to do this on the other ones, but I just have them out now. They were just picked up quite recently, so I don't want to, you know, I didn't want to do anything with that so far, but as you can see, this is the little one. That's the black one. Now, I decided to add some color, so when I make bracelets or whatever, I know it's Dollar Tree paracord, but hey, it's paracord nonetheless, and I'll show you why this one's open and what I did with it. But as you can see, it does have the little grabbers on the side, and I can put a nice little razor over here, or in here somewhere, or even by the teeth, so I can go and just cut up. I will put a razor blade just like that one over here. Probably somewhere there. We will put a razor eventually. Like I said, I'll do an update. But this is a larger little thing, and you could, of course, take off the cheaper paracord and put your better paracord on here. I got a red and a yellow. That was the two colors that were there, and I decided to do something more colorful. As you can see, diamond braided rope, cord. Well, actually, it's not paracord, it's diamond rope. But guess what? It does melt when you put the cigarette lighter on it, or a lighter, whatever you want to call it. But I got red and yellow to just do different projects and just have a little bit of color into my stuff. Now, the reason why the red one is taken off like that, I actually wanted to do one of those fast lanyards for my Victorinox, being that the Victorinox is red and it has some white and blue in there. I thought it was fitting for the little pocket carry Victorinox. Believe me, this is a backup one. I had another one I lost, but oh my gosh, this is a limited one. So I didn't really want to use it, but I did because I couldn't find it right away, and I felt so lost without this in my pocket. So I had to get it out there. So that is what I did with the paracord right there. Now, I saw a video. Actually, I saw a couple of people do the video, so I'm not going to call out anybody in particular for it. But thank you guys for making those videos. I do appreciate it. I'm just taking my keys off here so I have my keys because I had to go do something outside. So I had to get to the knife. I'm just using this knife. But I'll explain in a minute what the challenge is with this. Got the Kershaw right there. It does need to be cleaned up and sharpened a little bit there, but we'll get to that. So, and I'll explain what I got this and the challenge and the whole nine as soon as I open it and how I got it. Now at first I was a little bit disappointed because I got this at good old Wally World, good old Walmart, but I did it differently, and I was kind of like, oh man, they don't have what the challenge was. They don't have exactly what the challenge was. I was a little bit upset, but then I thought about it. I actually lucked out better, and it was $1 too, so it did luck out quite better for me. So as you can see, you got mini composition books, 24 sheets, 3.5. Right there, little pocket books. They're $1 pocket books from Walmart. It's not going to be something amazing, but they got a black, a red, and a blue. So the challenge was, and they used, if you remember, if I have it here, I actually do have it right here. Hold on. Oh, it's like I just got to go over here to the desk. But the old marble composition books, the person that did the video, did the challenge type of deal, had one of those. It was a marble composition like that, but it was this size. I went into Walmart purposely this morning early to look for that. I couldn't find the composition one. They had one that was longer, and it kind of opened weird because the line, you see how the lines are here? It kind of opened like this, and the lines were this way. I should have got it. It was $1. I should have got it just for the oddness of it, but I picked up this because I wanted to start the challenge, and I figured this would suit it just as much as if you got the little mini compositions, and plus you got more than one book, so if you fill up one, you have the backup there. And they're kind of the size of the what do you call it? They're kind of the size and the look, maybe not the quality of a moleskin or molesy skin, whatever the heck it's called. So you got EDC sheets in each. It's rolled assorted colors, 3 count. They did have other colors. They had like a light blue and a green and stuff, and they had a pink and a purple and all that. They had different types of colors. There was many little packets. I figured $1, start the challenge, see how it goes. I have backup if I want to move on to other stuff. Now, the person laid out the challenge of trying to get away from using your phone so much, because we do rely on everything on our phones. And I always carry either my Write in the Rain little pen or my, Fisher's space pen that collapsed. They fit in the pockets, or most of the time I have a bag with me. I have a pen in it. So I'm always with a pen, but this can fit in my pocket. And instead of like the movie I want to see, which I can just throw in my phone, or a list I want to put up, like, oh, I got to go to Target or Walmart and pick up little tiny composition books, I can write it on the back here. I can tear it out, cut it out, whichever. And it's not going to, it's not going to destroy anything. I can rip it out. It's a little cheap book. And let's say somebody tells me a really cool recipe or how to sharpen a knife a different way or something like that. I can pull out my book and write it down instead of putting it in my phone. Now, number one, you got to understand when you're talking to people, as I bang my phone over a little and you see the stand for my microphone. Anyway, when you're talking to people and you're sitting there doing stuff, you don't want to go take out your phone. It's a little bit rude. So it's much more nice looking, and it's a much better feel if you're sitting there going, yes, yes, hold on, I need to take that down, please. Sorry, take a minute. I need to take it down. It's much more presentable. It's much more effective in a conversation when you're having interaction with somebody to do something like that than it is to take out your phone and sit there going and then you're looking at your phone and you're starting to check Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and all this other garbage and your emails and stuff. This keeps you focused on the conversation and at the task at hand. And I am trying more and more to work with notebooks. I have a planner, I have a little journal type thing, and now I have these little pocket books I can put in my pocket, which really lend a great hand and helpful. So I am looking forward to the challenge of trying to stray, and I'm hitting the phone with my leg because the cord from my microphone that's plugged into this is on the side here. So that is why the thing's moving. I'm gonna hold it now until I finish talking. Anyway, so that is my challenge, and I will start tomorrow as I move on doing my stuff, and we will see if it's useful, if I use it, how much I use it, and I'll let you guys know. We'll do a follow-up to that and the power cord stuff and everything. So I'm trying to do follow-up videos. I know in the past I have done stuff and never spoke about it again, but I really want to do more of follow-up stuff on things. So you will definitely get a follow-up on this, okay? Hopefully faster, sooner than later, right? So like I said, you guys try the challenge too. Let's see if we can remove ourselves from the cell phones more so than usual. So thank you guys so much for watching, and like always, have a great, great day.